I think Sam was born in South Shields and moved to Boldon and worked at the Boldon Colliery pit. So he was a well-known figure on the colliery with living here, and played his football by just climbing the fences and coming straight onto this pitch and playing his football. That's who Sam Bartram was. He actually moved here with his parents, so his dad and them all worked at Boldon Colliery pit, and actually lived just across the road there on the new road. And it was like every day you could hear the whistle from his house, so it attracted him straight to our football ground, which was just when the gates were shut. Apparently he jumped over the fence and just came here and was ready for the gates opening. He played wing half here for Boldon. He was never ever a goalkeeper. He was more interested in scoring goals rather than saving goals. But on this day, way back in time, Boldon's goalkeeper was injured, and Sam said he would step in goal and take over, and he actually done really well and kept a clean sheet. And Boldon were playing in a final the following Saturday, which was going to attract a big crowd, and they still didn't have a goalkeeper. So obviously Sam was the first choice to go back in goal. And on that day, the manager of Charlton Athletic was a chap called Jimmy Seed, who was from Whitburn, and his brother was a scout for him who came along to watch the cup final. And Sam once again had a brilliant game, saved everything that was thrown at him. In those days is when boots were in your face, and he threw himself all over the ground and kept another clean sheet, and was asked then if he would be interested in coming down to London and have trials for Charlton Athletic, and that's how he got his big break.
Sam Bartram takes on the captain's job for the day when Charlton Athletic, at home, meet Portsmouth. This is a great moment for Sam. It's the 500th league game he's played for the boys of the Valley. That's just 20 years' service guarding their goal, but despite his 40 years, he's still as nimble and as safe as ever. More than 37,000 fans have come along to cheer his every move. Sam has turned out exactly 701 times for Charlton, including friendly matches, wartime matches and cup ties. A legend in his own lifetime, Sam is one of the most popular men in the game today.
I know that Sam played in 4 FA Cup finals back to back, and he brought the cup home back to Boldon Colliery, and he paraded it around in an open top bus. I know one of his cousins or nephews actually drank champagne from that cup, even though it was only a thimbleful. She was allowed to have a sip of it. Apparently they had a great day in Boldon Colliery that day. Hence why the Sam Bartram Cup is modelled on the FA Cup, with them winning it 4 times. The Cup was first played for in 2008 by 2 local clubs, Boldon and Clevedon Club, and it was set up surely because of Mike Blake, who one day we had a home game and he just turned up at our gate and introduced himself as a reporter, and that he was writing the book, The Sam Bartram, a goalkeeping legend. And through speaking to him and having the connection with Charlton Athletic, it was decided to set up a cup in Sam's memory, as in Charlton they were erecting a statue, so it was only fair that his home club did something to remember Sam. So that's how the initial Sam Bartram Cup was set up. I think Sam Bartram should at least be in the top 10 of all-time greats from the northeast. Just for his achievements alone, thinking a 17-year-old lad going down to London in them days, being taken away from your mum and going on to make it and playing the record number of 500 games in football, and to achieve what he achieved and be at a club for so long would never happen again in your lifetime of a footballer. So to me, Sam Bartram will rate in the top 10 of all greats. Yes, this was talked about quite a while ago when this all was started up, and Sam's daughter Moira, who used to fly in from Toronto in Canada every year to present trophies to the winners of the Sam Bartram Cup, heard about Boldon, met some family and that when she came here, heard that Boldon were trying to put up some floodlights so they could move up to the next tier in football, and she actually donated £2,000 to Boldon Football Club to help put in the foundations for floodlights. So it was only right, I think, at that time the decision was made that if we ever got the floodlights, that they would be called the Sam Bartram floodlights, and that's what actually happened and got erected, and they were officially switched on by Moira and by Mike Blake, the legend, the chap who wrote the book The Legend of a Goalkeeper, and we played against York City here with a massive crowd, and York came up because Sam actually managed York City and took them into the Football League. So just as he goes as a player, he also could do it as a manager.